Check. 1, 2, 3. Sound check. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pag-join sa amin as we bring you the game between BISDAK and Barangay Malasakit for the Rising Division brought to you by SBP Qatar PBAC. Ito po si Noe Breto and we're bringing you the action live from UDST Multipurpose Hall. For Barangay Malasakit, we'll be starting with Pocholo Santos, Ray Solomon, Crespo, Malcontento, and this young man number 25. Dito naman po sa Bistak, ang mga familiar faces dito is Erivan Tan, Rivera, Coach Brian Tolentino, and the brother of Erivan. And we have Enriquez joining up against Pocholo Santos on the jump ball. So here we go. We have meron po tayo kagad violation na natawag doon sa ating jump ball and the first possession will go to Barangay Malasakit. Malcontento to Ray Solomon. This is it out to Crespo. First shot of the game is a miss. Coach Brian Tolentino pushes it up to Erivan Tan. His shot from outside also a miss, but Rivera is there for the rebound. Tan to Coach Brian. Back to Erivan Tan. Another one, and this time he makes good of it. For the first 3 points of our ball game, courtesy of Erivan Tan. Santos swings it to Malcontento. No clear pass out to Pocholo Santos. He shot from outside. It's a miss. Coach Brian pushing. Gives it to Erivan for another 3-point shot. And another one. Hit Erivan Town. Ito si Erivan, we all know him, talagang shooter yan, and you cannot leave him that open because 8 out of 10 times he will knock down the three. So a turnover committed by Ray Solomon, and the ball will go back to Team BISDAK. Coach Brian for Eric Vantan, and 3 straight 3 points. After he missed his first shot, he connected on the last 3 shots that he threw from the outside. So nice start for Eriban. Pocholo, susubukan bawiin. His shot rims out. Coach Brian. Sa kabila naman. And Malcontento. Forward pass to Ray Solomon. Step back. Strong. He got his own miss. Penetrates and will score 2 points easily. So for the first 2 points of Barangay Malasakit, that is. Score natin early in this first period is 9-2. 7-point lead for BISDAK. Enriquez out to Coach Brian. Nice pass to Rivera, but the cut or the pass to the cutting Enriquez, well read by Barangay Malasakit. For the shot of this number 25, he misses everything. Coach Brian Tolentino to Rivera. Rivera, jumper, no good. Malcontento. Crespo will try again. This time he makes it and he cuts down the lead to 4. Tan to his brother. Out to Tan again. He will take the shot from the top. No good. Erivan got it. Pulls away for 3. No good. Forward pass. Ray Solomon. Oh! Pocholo Santos missing a gimme. And Erivan Tan swings it to Coach Brian. Coach Brian, piso-piso shot is good. 2 points from the baseline for Coach Brian Tolentino. So BISDAK starting very well on this ball game, and as Ray Solomon trickles one in for 2 points. Enriquez out to Erivan. Erivan baseline 3 is good. On my count, nakakaapat na yata tong si Erivan. So that's 12 points for him, all from outside. Malcontento to Crespo. Crespo. His shot is short. Enriquez with the rebound. And BISDAK is pushing. Tan to his brother. Tan fakes. Gives it to Coach Brian. Coach Brian, another elbow shot is good. And we have a timeout called by Barangay Malasakit. Magbabalik po tayo on the remainder of this ball game. Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. And June Bolo coming in for Barangay Malasakit. So this is a tall lineup for Barangay Malasakit now, as you have Pocholo Santos, Ray Solomon, Jun Polo, and at below, and then Crespo and Malcontento doon po sa ibabaw nila on offense. As Malcontento took a 3 and makes it. Coach Brian Tolentino giving directions. Erivan. Another one, no. This time, it's short for Erivan. Puto. Still no go for him. So, Potolo Santos still unproductive. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first. Crespo will lose the ball. And BISDAK will get the possession back. As Pocholo Santos will get a rest in favor of Macalinaw. Coach Brian to Villegas. Villegas left open. Will fire a 3 and miss it. Isa pa rin ito sa mga kilalang shooter dito sa Qatar. Intento. Give and go with Ray Solomon. Macalinaw. To Malcontento. To Crespo. Crespo is fouled by Villegas. That's clear. Inaabot niya kasi shooting arm itong si Crespo doon sa kanyang pag-close out. First free throw is good for Crespo. He will get 2 more. All three free throws is good for Crespo. As we see, Gokotano comes in favor of Rivera. That's for Team BISDAK. And they have the possession right now. Villegas on top. Gives it to Erivantan. On that shot. And Crespo will run. He is with the Jun Bolo. Oh, too close. I think that pass is too close for Jun Bolo. As Macalinaw drives hard on the baseline, scores 2 points for his team. Here comes Villegas. Gives it to Coach Brian Tolentino. His pass to Enriquez, taken away. And Ray Solomon is running, but he will miss the shot. Villegas, Erivan. Coach Brian. Jumper. Short, but they will keep the position. Erivan. Again, his shot is short. Otano. His pass to Villegas. And yes, from the Ray Solomon found almost now fix. Drives. That is good. So if scoring for his team. Brian Tolentino. Jumper is good also. Coach Brian. That's 6 points for him already. All from jumpers. They're leading by 4. And 8 seconds to go in the period. Crespo to Malcontento. Ray Solomon gives it to Jun Bolo. Jun Bolo. His shot no good. And BISDAK is running. Coach Brian. Looking at his options. Gives it to Gokotano. Gokotano, jumper. Good for Gokotano. 6. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go in the first period. Ray Solomon, try from outside. This time he makes it. Sabi siguro ni Ray, hindi po mapasok yung mga tira niya sa loob. So he tried it from outside and he makes it. Cocotano. His pass taken away. And Malcontento is all alone on the pass break for easy 2 points. Enriquez from the top. Coach Brian gives it to Enriquez. Kicks out to Villegas. Villegas wide open from the corner. His shot is short, but Coach Brian Tolentino is there for the rebound and the putback. Malcontento slowing things down for Barangay Malasakit. He gives it to Crespo. Nice find by Malcontento. Jun Bolo wide open underneath the basket. And they're just down by 1. Score natin, 25-24. 25 seconds to go in the first period. Villegas to Coach Brian Tolentino. To Akating Gocotano. Gocotano. His shot is good. Oh, last shot time for Barangay Malasakit. 10 seconds to go in the first period. They are behind by 3. Ray Solomon drops it to Junbolo. Junbolo short on that floater. And Coach Brian not realizing that the time will be over at the end of the first period. Our score natin 27-24 in favor of BISDAK. Magbabalik po tayo. At nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. Again, this is a match between BISDAK and Barangay Malasakit for the Rising Division, brought to you by SBP Qatar PBAC. And we are bringing you the action live from UDST Multipurpose Hall. As we see a turnover from BISDAK. And Makalinaw gives it to Malcontento. He should have taken that shot. And he will be called for a travel. Malcontento already wide open for the shot, but he opted to pass it to his teammate. And that cost them a turnover. Ang hindi pa nakakapagpahinga. We have Malcontento on the side of Barangay Malasakit and Coach Brian Tolentino on the side of BISDAK. Both of them playing the whole first period and still not given a rest early in the second. So goes to talagang itong mga players na to, yung kanilang conditioning hindi rin nila pinababayaan kahit paano. For the love of the game, ika nga. We see Pocholo still missing from the outside. Vera secures the ball. Coach Ryan is now. The defense is already there. His pass handled by his teammate, and number 1 for Barangay Malasakit will score easily on the position of the turnover of BISDAK. Enriquez from the pass from Coach Brian. Walang mapuntahan. Rivera now sizing up the defense, and Enriquez with a nice cut, a nice finish on that strong move to the basket, scoring 2 points for BISDAK. Malcontento to Bolo, and Bolo will not be able to finish, but he will get his own kicks out to his teammate number 1. penetrating and scoring for Barangay Malasakit. That's Aparente. Scoring 2 points for Barangay Malasakit. Coach Brian looking at this option. Gives it to Enriquez. Enriquez, elbow. Takes the shot. He will miss. And Macalinaw gets the ball. Now, his pass will go out of bounds because Bolo was not able to handle it. Good intention, but Bolo was not able to handle it. So we see Tukal coming in for pass to Tukal. Drives, kick up to Rivera, but Rivera well guarded. And Matento his pass to Macalinaw. Almost a turnover. Drops it to number 1. One will score. Junbolo with another nice cut. Going to the basket and nice recognition by number 1, Aparente. Allowing Junbolo to score another 2 points for Barangay Malasakit. It's a close game that we're having now. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second period of this ball game. As Tukal is wide open from the corner. His shot no good. Aparente pushing. 3 against 2. And Macalinaw will go straight to the basket. Paboard na yon. Still, Macalinaw was able to score. As we see Brian Tolentino pulls up against Pocholo Santos. Enriquez is there to get the rebound. And they will try to up Tukal to Coach Brian. Coach Brian, piso-piso shot. Rips out. And Malcontento. Nice defense by Villega. Tukal. That's 4 against 1. And taking advantage of BISDAK. And Jun Bolo with another nice cut to the basket. We're all tied up at 36 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the second period. Brian Tolentino, nice pass to Enriquez. Grabe, itong mga veterano natin. As we see, Aparente against Villegas, his shot, no good. And Rivera will get the rebound. Gives it to Coach Brian. Coach Brian to Tukal. Tukal will take the shot, no good. And Malcontento will be called for a foul as we have a timeout. We will have a timeout called by BISDAK. Magbabalik po tayo for the remainder of the second period. Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. Off a timeout from BISDAK. Our inbound well read by Barangay Malasakit. As we see Akain. And we have a turnover. So the ball will go to Barangay Malasakit. After po ng game na to, we will have one game for Premier Division, and that would be between Atinto and the defending champion, One Love. And this game is as exciting as the second game is, as we have a very close game. If you have just joined us at the start of this ball game, itong BISDAK started very well as Erivan Tan hits consecutive 3-point shots to give his team some cushion, but itong Barangay Malasakit comes back right in, and now we're all tied up at 40 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second period. Stop. As we see Eric Tan checking back in for Villegas, and we are yet to see Erivan after a hot start. Ayan, ito na. Nakita na natin, tumayo na si Erivan from the bench, and will be checking in on the next dead ball. Coach Brian Tolentino hitting another jumper, playing very well. As we see Crespo bringing the ball down. Aparente. 3-point shot for Aparente. And they have the lead now. 44-42 is our score. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Akain, masting his way in. Turning. 2 points plus the foul on that bully move for Akain. Substitution. Pressure defense nicely broken by Barangay Malasakit. They were ready for that whole court press. Eric Tan to his brother, Erivan. From the top, no good. Ray Solomon securing that rebound. Lapit, lapit. Crespo swings it to Pocholo. Crespo to Ray Solomon. His hook shot is no good, but he's fouled by Akain and will go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is good for Ray Solomon. Ito. Tan bringing the ball down, gives it to Akain. Akain muscling his way in. His shot is no. Maliit lang yung shot scooter. Crespo now serving as the point guard for this Barangay Malasakit, and they have very tall lineup inside the court. Ray Solomon, jumper is good, and he was wide open for that shot. as he give his team a lead, a 2-point lead, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Tan to Eriban. Eriban, back to his brother. We have a scramble and BISDAK will take the possession back. Erivan wide open and will make money for Erivan Tan.
Coach, ano yung shot na?
Crespo will try to take it back. His shot no good as Akain will push. Tukal kicks out to Erivan. Erivan wide open from the baseline. Another one for Erivan Tan. And we have a timeout. Coach Dominguez has seen enough. Magbabalik po tayo for the remainder of the second period. At nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. This is a game between Barangay Malasakit going up against BISDAK for the Rising Division, brought to you by SBP Qatar. As we see Malcontento back in the ball game. It's pass to Crespo. Malcontento swings it. And Makalinaw missing a wide open baseline jumper. Pulls up for 3. Bang bang for Tukal. So itong BISDAK, after surrendering that lead, they just hit 3 consecutive 3. As we see Makalinaw hits another one. Erivan fakes, takes a shot. No good. 40 seconds to go. Crespo running. Gives it to Napupuno na ako dito sa mga apelido ng mga players. As we see Evan Tan. Gives to Tukal. Tukal. One from the top. Bang bang again for Tukal. So grabe, lahat ng field goals nitong BISDAK. Last 4 field goals are all from the outside. As we see Malcontento. 15 seconds to go. Ray Solomon, step back. His jumper. Nothing but net. And we have a timeout called by BISDAK. 11.7 seconds to go. Second period. Magbabalik po tayo. Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. 11.7 seconds to go in the second period. This is a game between Barangay Malasakit and BISDAK for the Rising Division. So last shot time for BISDAK. 8 seconds to go. The shot of Eriban, no good. Luckily for them, they got the rebound. And that should do it for the second period. Score natin 59-53. 6-point lead for BISDAK over Barangay Malasakit. Magbabalik po tayo for the second half of this ball game.
Mabuhay. Welcome on board Philippine Airlines. The Philippines is now open for you. Mabuhay. Welcome on board Philippine Airlines. The Philippines is now open for you. Mabuhay. Welcome on board Philippine Airlines.
When you get curious about the food you love, zoom in. Zoom in and see why the tasty is so tasty. Get a little closer and know what makes this so juicy. Remove every filter. Dive into details. Let your curious mind swipe right on everything you want to know. Just ask us on Your Right to Know. Get closer to the food you love. When you get curious.
Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. As we start the second half of this ball game, Macalinaw hits a jumper and cuts down the lead to 4. Villegas wide open from the baseline and he knocks it down. I question itong depensa nitong Barangay Malasakit because itong BISDAK kanina pa silang pinapatay from out, but I don't see any adjustment yet from Barangay Malasakit to address itong hot shooting nitong BISDAK. As Villegas secures the ball and they are running. Villegas to Coach Brian. Cut Akain. Nice spin by Akain but he missed the shot. And this number 9, that shouldn't be number 9 kasi si Coach Brian number 9 na rin siya eh. So dalawa yung number 9 dito ng BISDAK. But that's Almar dun sa kanyang uniform. First free throw for him is no good. His team leading by 7 early in this third period. Second short also. And they were not able to take advantage of that possession as we see Crespo to Ray Solomon. Ray Solomon fakes to a cutting Macalinaw. Macalinaw, his shot no good. But June Bolo is there to secure it. Malcontento swings it to Ray. Ray fakes. Jumper short. And Villegas is running. Villegas attacks Ray Solomon but he misses on that layup. And Crespo pushing. 4 against 2. Yung pasa niya kay June Bolo. Taken away by Coach Brian. And Coach Brian, piso-piso shot is good for Coach Brian. You cannot leave that man open that close to the basket. Again, itong Barangay Malasakit should do something about their defense. Coach Brian will score easily. And Coach Dominguez not liking what he sees. His team down by 9. 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Magbabalik po tayo for the remaining of this third period. Ating ball game, Crespo will finally knock down a 3 from Crespo. But Villegas open again from the baseline. Again, itong depensa nitong Barangay Malasakit seemingly lost dun sa mga shooters nitong BISDAK. And Crespo fakes His floater is good. Akain forcing his way in. Good defense by Jun Bolo. That time it was a nice physical defense by Jun Bolo against Akain, not giving him any inch to score. And Makalinaw losing the handle, but Bolo is there. His shot is no good though. Coach Brian. As we see Rivera checking in. And here comes Aparente. So ito, gusto ko tong substitution nitong Barangay Malasakit as Aparente gives them a little bit more speed compared kanina na yung kanilang lineup is malalaki, but that time still wala na namang depensa doon sa ilalim. And itong BISDAK reading really well itong binibigay na depensa nitong Barangay Malasakit. Ray Solomon on top. Sidestepping move on Ray Solomon. Jumper is good for Ray Solomon. But their team is still down by 9. 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the third period. Coach Brian Tolentino has the ball now for BISDAK. Jumper. Good for Coach Brian Tolentino. Ray Solomon losing the ball on his way to the basket. And Rivera is pushing. 3 against 1. And Villegas will take a 3. On the transition, money for Villegas. And BISDAK killing this Barangay Malasakit from outside. And here comes another problem. Eri Bantan is checking in for BISDAK. Malcontento to Ray Solomon. Finding Aparente. Nice pass for Ray Solomon. Tan bringing the ball down. Coach Brian directing traffic, looking at his options. Cross-court pass to Villegas. Villegas to Tan. Tan pulls up for 3. Short. And Crespo will look to run. Crespo nagmamadali. And he's fouled by Tan. As we have substitution, Erivan Tan checking in for Eric Tan and Akain being subbed out in favor of Enriquez. Jun Bolo inbounding. Nanakaw sana. Malcontento, deep do shot. In and out for Malcontento, but they will keep the possession as Rivera kicked that ball out. Jun Bolo inbounding his team down by 12. Crespo pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Cutting down the lead to 9 is Crespo. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third period. Enriquez guarded by Bolo. Elbow shot, no good, but Rivera is there for the rebound. Coach Bry, another jumper for Coach Brian Tolentino. Jun Bolo blocked by Enriquez. Malcontento drives. Sit to Aparente. Aparente finishing for 2 points. And itong Barangay Malasakit should consider going on a man-to-man defense because yung mga shooter talaga nitong BISDAK have been killing them as Rivera is fouled before the shot according to our officials. As Tukal will give Villegas some breather. Very productive yung stint doon ni Villegas for this third period. Coach Brian fakes, drops to Eri Bantan. Eri Bantan short that time as Jun Bolo. Nice forward pass to Aparente, and Aparente will score easily on the fast break. So itong Barangay Malasakit making a headway. They are just down by 7 now. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the third period. But Tukal will go to the line for 2 free throws as he was fouled on the way to the basket. First free throw for Tukal, no good. Second also no good for Tukal. So itong Barangay Malasakit did well on that defensive stance. Jun Bolo with a spin. Well guarded. Kicked out to Malcontento. To Crespo. Crespo pulls up for 3. No good. And Aparente taps that ball out. And the possession will go back to BISDAK. As Jun Bolo will be subbed out by Macalinaw. Coach Brian to Rivera. Rivera. Lane open. Jumper. No good. Aparente. Almost losing the handle. And he does. Tukal to Erivan. Erivan will not hesitate. No good, but Enriquez is there for the offensive putback. Ray Solomon. Content now to Crespo. Crespo from outside, no good. Macalinaw is there for the rebound. Macalinaw to Malcontento. Malcontento from the top. He shot way short, and the possession will go back to BISDAK. BISDAK still ahead by 9. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the third period. Coach Brian finding Tukal. Tukal losing that handle, and the ball will go back to Barangay Malasakit. Aparente open. His shot no good, but Macalinaw is there for the rebound and the offensive putback. It's just a 7-point lead now for BISDAK. 1 minute and 38 seconds to go in the third period. Coach Brian stops, kick out to Erivan Town. Erivan Town from the corner. No go. Medyo nanlamig itong si Erivan. Those are 3 shots that are all wide open. And Barangay Malasakit dodging bullets. And sabbing in for Erivan Town. Malcontento with the ball and the chance to cut down this lead. Aparente to Malcontento. Aparente takes the shot from the 3 and knocks it down. And now it's just a 4-point lead for BISDAK from a high of 14 points. Tukal drops it to Gokotano. Rivera fakes. Keep it closer. Drops to Gokotano. His shot will count. Plus the foul. Nice give and go from Rivera and Gokotano. As we see Ray Solomon losing the handle. His team down by 7. 48.5 seconds to go in the third period. Coach Brian. His pass. Telegraph. Taken away. And Crespo is running. Giving it to Aparente. Nice find. Nice find by Crespo. To a sneaking Aparente. And itong si Aparente, since his return to the ball game, talagang napaka-productive for Barangay Malasakit. As we see, Tukal drops ito, Gukutano. Forward pass to Malcontento. His layup is good. Tukal, hesitation, losing the handle. His shot, no good, and that should do it. At the end of the third period, score natin 85-point lead for BISDAK over Barangay Malasakit. Magbabalik po tayo for the fourth and final period of this ballgame. And we welcome you back to our ball game. This is a match between BISDAK and Barangay Malasakit. This is the Rising Deep, brought to you by SBP Qatar Pipak. Ito po si Noe Beredo. I'm bringing you the action live from UDST Multipurpose Hall as Enriquez will be called for a travel at the start of this fourth and final period of this ball game. If you have just joined us, ito pong BISDAK raised to a 14-point lead early in the third period. And itong Barangay Malasakit closed out that period strong and was able to cut down the lead to 5. And that is where we stand at now. Score natin 85-80 early in the fourth period. Akain losing the ball to Malcontento. Malcontento will be fouled by Tukal. Coach. Makalinaw from outside. No good. But Jun Bolo is there. And Jun Bolo will troop to the line for 2 free throws. Nice effort by Jun. He will have the chance now to cut down this lead. He misses his first free throw though. Unproductive troop to the line for Jun Bolo. Tukal out to Rivera. Illegal screen will be called for Enriquez as he was caught moving. You have to wonder where the offense of BISDAK will go with Coach Brian, Villegas, and Erivan all out at this point for BISDAK. I was only saying that kasi all throughout this ball game, yung bumubuhat ng offense nitong BISDAK. It was Erivan Tan who started the offensive barrage and then it was followed up by Villegas. And Coach Brian has been steady all throughout. So one will question why all three of them is out right now. As Makalinaw drops it to Ray Solomon, but they are called for 3-second violation. So both teams unable to score with almost 1 minute and 30 seconds gone by dito sa ating fourth period. Akainaw with the ball. Kicks out to Rivera. Rivera fakes. Daming fake doon ni Rivera. Pero hindi siya nakawala sa depensa. As Tukal drives hard. Sidestepping move, no good. And Malcontento, all alone, will finish for 2 points. Nice forward pass there by Ray Solomon.
Substitution.
Sabi niya sa referee sa resignation dito.
So magcha-challenge po yung coach Dak. Yung possession
Symbol, white ball for team to shoot.
So, dun po, the ball is kept by Barangay Malasakit as our commissioner still continuously to review that play. But our officials are sure as wow, what a play! From Malcontento to Macalinaw. And don't look now, they are just behind by 1 point, 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the fourth and final period of this ball game. Enriquez, his shot off the glass is good, extending the lead to 3. Macalinaw. Ray Solomon swinging that ball. Crespo knocking down the 3 from the baseline. And we're all tied up at 87, 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the fourth and final period of this ball game. Tukal losing that ball. And we have a timeout called by BISDAK.
Timeout.
Curious about the food you love? Zoom in. Zoom in and see why the tasty is so tasty. Get a little closer and know what makes this so juicy. Remove every filter. Dive into details. Let your curious mind swipe right on everything you want to know. Just ask us on Your Right to Know. Get closer to the...
At nagbabalik po tayo sa ating ball game. This is an exciting match between itong BISDAK at itong Barangay Malasakit. Barangay Malasakit making headway and now leads by 2 after trailing by 14 in the third period. We have 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the fourth period. Villegas. Medyo lumamig na yata si Villegas. Ang tagal niya kasi sa labas ng playing court. Let's see if itong si Eriban and si Villegas can catch fire again and ignite the offense for BISDAK. Nice give and go play between Ray Solomon and Mal Contento. And they are leading by 4 points now. Coach Brian trying to guide his team once again. Gives it to Rivera. Rivera kicks out to Villegas. Villegas straight but strong. Kung kanina ang tumatakbo itong BISDAK, this time ito namang Barangay Malasakit ang running dun sa opensa nila. And Macalina will go all the way to the basket. He misses the shot, but June Bolo is there for the putback plus the foul.
Substitution.
As we see, Aparente checks back in. Itong si Aparente ang nagsimula nung kanilang pagbalik sa ball game. It was him who started the offensive barrage for Barangay Malasakit with his fast breaks and yung smarts niya sa loob and his speed. Coach Brian, closely guarded by Crespo. Iba talaga pagka nakakashoot yung mga players. Makikita mo, pati sa depensa, sumisipag. As we see, Akain, missing point. And Erivantan, nawala yung kanyang shooting pagbalik niya dito sa second half. Good thing for them, Akain was fouled on that offensive putback.
Substitution.
As we see, Tukal checks back in for Eriban. At this point, I think ang isa pa rin na pwedeng makatulong dito sa BISDAK is itong si Gokotano. Kanina yung sa short stint niya sa loob, he was so productive. But still, we haven't seen him back dito sa ball game na to. Sakain misses his first and his second. So nothing is going right now for BISDAK. Kung gaano sila kainit kanina, ganun naman sila. Ice cold. They are ice cold in the fourth. And Villegas is out again. So is Rivera. BISDAK now in this array. As we see Tan on top, screen given. Almar will be fouled before the pass. And it will be baseline inbound for BISDAK. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And reversal of, ano na tayo rito? Of itong BISDAK are now down by 7. After leading by 14. In the third period. Good. And coach, as we see Coach Brian knocking down another jumper. Napaka-steady talaga ng laro ni Coach Brian. Crespo, wide open from the top. He will miss. And Coach Brian securing the ball. Forward pass to Tan. Tan fakes, gives it to Akain. Almost losing the handle, but they will keep the possession. 4 minutes and 1 second to go. In the fourth and final period, their team down by 5. I'm talking about BISDAK. Oh, the pass taken away by Aparente. And Aparente will push. Drops it to Crespo. Crespo flips it up and in. Coach Brian gives it to Alimar, and he will knock down that two. Off a good dish from Coach Brian. Coach Brian making things happen for BISDAK. Whether scoring and passing. As Almar, he will miss his bonus free throw. They are down by 5. The pass of Ray Solomon taken away by Tukal. Tukal nagmamadali. Drops it to Akain, and Akain will score. Nice play on the transition for BISDAK. So close ball game na naman tayo. 96-93, 3-point lead for Barangay Malasakit as Almar too close for comfort and called for a foul by our referee. And the bad thing about that is that they are on the penalty. So it means 2 free throws for Jun Bolo. But Jun Bolo missed 2 free throws earlier. Let's see kung makaka-adjust na si Jun Bolo. First shot is good for Jun. Second though is a miss. As Akain secures that ball. Coach Brian looking. Gives it to Akain. Swings it to Tan. His shot, no good. Jun Bolo fighting for that rebound. And here comes Aparante again. Aparante will sorry miss for Aparante. Tan open from the top. No good. Another transition. And Macalinaw will make sure this time. Tukal. Pulls up 4-3. Good thing na doon si Akain. That was a hurried shot for Tukal. They're just down by 4. No need to rush for BISDAK. Jun Bolo. Jumper is good. As we see Coach Brian. Coach Brian gives it to Tan. To Almar. Coach Brian. Nilapit. Jumper. Short. And possession will go back.
Substitution. Substitution. Substitution.
Double substitution now for BISDAK. I think this is a good substitution. Although itong dalawa have been missing their shot. Sila kasi nagbigay ng lead dito sa BISDAK. And you can expect that they can just hit up any time. As we see Ray Solomon. Swings the ball to Crespo. Jun Bolo. Take the jumper. No good. And Akain. Mistimed that rebound. Unfortunately for BISDAK. There to pick it up. Itong si Aparente talaga.
Okay, that's your third personal foul. Team penalty.
But the first free throw of Aparente rims out. His team leading by 6. 1 minute and 43 seconds to go. Second is good for Aparente. Villegas will try again. This time he knocks it down. And that's why you don't keep him in the bench for a long time. Malcontento. Kicks out to Crespo. Crespo will try to get it back. And he does. Money for Crespo. Coach Brian, nagmamadali. Coach Brian pulls up for 3. Knocks it down. Wow, grabe itong mga teams na to. Palitan sila ng 3. Pero itong BISDAK cannot afford to just exchange baskets with Barangay Malasakit as they are running out of time. They are down by 4. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the fourth and final period as Crespo will try to get it back. But his shot is a miss. Malcontento smartly taking the ball out. They have the lead. At yung time is there. But aparente, right now, kung magbibigay tayo ng best player for this game, it will be Aparente. Siya yung nagpahabol and he is seemingly closing this game out. Magbabalik po tayo for the remainder of this ball game.
Is now open for you. Mabuhay. Welcome on board Philippine Airlines. The Philippines is now open for you.
At nagbabalik po tayo to this very exciting ball game between BISDAK and Barangay Malasakit. 48 seconds to go in the fourth period. Itong BISDAK find themselves behind by 7 after leading as much as 14 mid through the third period. But they have the chance here now, Coach Brian. Villegas strong on the 3 and I think that should do it. And Malcontento fouled by Akain and will go to the line as itong BISDAK already in penalty.
Fourth personal foul for Akin.
I think that should do it with the 38.2 seconds to go. Kapag naipasok dito ni Malcontento itong dalang free throws na to, this will be very difficult to overcome with this much time to go. And Malcontento calmly sinks that free throw. High scoring ball game ito. Ang taas ng score natin, 109 against 101 of BISDAK. And Malcontento knocks down the second. As Coach Brian gives it to Eriban. Eriban. As Prince misses. And Barangay Malasakit will just cross the line. As we see Coach Brian still giving up the foul. If you have just joined us, ito pang score na to is not the actually hindi tayo talagang kabuuan ng istorya na to. The game has been closed all throughout, but late in the fourth period, itong Barangay Malasakit caught fire and took the lead for good against BISDAK. Eriban. Still a miss for him. We'll try again. Wala, nalamig talaga si Erivan on the second half. And that should do it. Score natin 112-101. 11-point win for Barangay Malasakit. After this game po, ang next game natin will be Premier atin to going up against the defending champion One Love. Samahan nyo po kami. At nagpapasalamat po kami. Again, this is Noe Bredo on behalf of our commissioner and our Commissioner Gerald and our Chairman Pat Carido. Maraming salamat po sa pag-join nyo sa amin. And we'll see you again on the next game.